Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video of mine. As always, it is very much appreciated. If you're new here, hi there, welcome. My name is Rosie. I love doing natural hair videos. My returning queens. Thank you so much for joining me once again. So for today's video, this is a highly requested video. I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys my wash day routine from start to finish. So I'm gonna share with you every step that I take on wash day. I usually wash my hair on Sundays, self-care Sunday, so that is today. And I usually just love sharing with you guys what steps I take on wash day on my Instagram page, but I have been getting a lot of requests about making a detailed video and explaining each step in more detail. So that is what I'll be sharing with you guys today. I am dealing with dry hair. It's been over a week since I've washed my hair, so that is what we'll be doing today. But of course, before we get started, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you're always alerted when I post a new video. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so this is day 7 hair. As you guys can see, it's very big. I'm coming off a twist out routine that I did. It's kind of like my protective style for the week, just to have a bit of a break with my hair. But yeah, I kept the twist on for like 5 days and then I took them down. I did a bun. But for the most part, you know, my hair doesn't feel too bad. It is a little bit dry, but it's really because of just the humidity. Summer is coming to an end, and although I love summer, I'm actually glad because the humidity has been wild. So with my wash day routine, the first step that I take is I do a hot oil treatment. Doing a hot oil treatment just helps promote healthy hair growth, you know, stimulate the scalp. It does help me with reducing frizz and dryness as well. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with doing that. So my oil of choice to do my hot oil treatment, I love using this oil from the Main Choice. This is their ancient Egyptian anti-breakage and repair antidote oil. I feature this in my empties videos. This has been such a staple oil for me throughout my hair journey. So I went ahead and I put some of this oil here in this bottle, and I went ahead and I warmed it. It's pretty good. So before I start pre-pooing, I'm just gonna go ahead and just apply this to my scalp. Just gonna apply it all over. And I'm gonna go ahead and just massage that in. I usually like to massage my scalp for at least a good 10 minutes. Usually like to play some music. Ooh, got some on my forehead. I'm just gonna go ahead and massage that through. Some here. Personally, for me, I've seen a lot of growth with doing hot oil treatments on my wash day routine. So it's why I've just continued to be really consistent with it, because I have seen a lot of growth. I love how this oil smells too. It's very pleasant. It's not too heavy. It's a really great oil. Take some more. I'm gonna focus that on my crown area. This is a sensitive area for me, so I always just want to make sure that I'm attending to that as well. guys know that I talk a lot about pre-pooing on wash day on my Instagram page. I definitely want to let you guys know that pre-pooing has been a huge game changer for me when it comes to retaining length and just overall my wash day, because it really does make things a lot simpler because I am pre-pooing before jumping into the shower to start my wash day. You know, I learned on from the very beginning that if I were just to jump in the shower and detangle, I'm going to be in the shower for hours. So once I learned about pre-pooing and the benefits of it, I just made sure to incorporate on every wash day. So that is the next step, and I'm super excited because I'm actually going to be using a new product. It is from Soultanicals. This is their Knot Sauce Coil Detangler. I have heard so many amazing things about this, using it as a pre-poo, so I'm super excited to try it. I went ahead and I sectioned off my hair. When it comes to pre-pooing, I definitely like to work on small sections. Working in small sections, it's so important for me because it just helps me manage my hair a lot better, and I can just focus on finger detangling and just removing any of that shed hair without creating any breakage. So that is what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now. So I do have this small section right here. But before I do that, let me get into what this is about and the instructions. So it does says that the Knot Sauce is a Napalicious reinvention of a natural hair detangler, supernaturally emphasized with botanical goodness for excellent comb through spreadability and extra softness. Definitely need that on pre-pooing. It says the slip-inducing, lusciously creamy botanical blend detangles knotted and matted hair in record time. The proof is in the sauce. So it does says on damp or dry hair, divide tangle, matted or knotted strands into 4 to 8 sections. I usually use more. I usually section my hair in more than 8 sections. Kind of just go section as I go, just kind of depending where the hair wants to section off. So it does says apply a sufficient amount to the entire length of one section at a time and work through with fingers. Use a wide tooth comb to comb through from end to root as coils become irresistibly soft, supernaturally manageable, and instantly detangle. It does say that it can be used as a conditioner or a leave-in, so that's really great to know. So depending on how much I like this, I'll probably next time use it as a leave-in, or try to use it as a leave-in for a wash and go. So have that. Let me go ahead and open this. Doesn't have a bad smell. Kind of like a light buttery smell. It's not bad. So before I apply this, I'm gonna go ahead and just spray some water to my hair. I have warm water in this bottle. Make sure this section is not too dry. So that's what this section is looking like. Go ahead. I'm gonna use about this much. Yeah, it has like a light buttery smell. I like it. Oh Lord. Oh, I am loving how this is feeling in my hair right now. Wow. Oh my God, this is so good. I'm just lightly finger detangling, removing the shed hair, but oh my God. Oh, this is really good. Oh, wow. Let me move on to this section. And I love to finger detangle. I know that it's more tedious, but honestly, finger detangling has really helped me with retaining my length over the last 4 years. I know it can be time consuming, but I do not care. But wow, look at that. This section is already detangled. As you guys can see, like I can just kind of rake my hands through. Look at that. Oh, that is very, very good. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Look at that. Oh yeah. This is very, very good. That took no time. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next section. I'm just gonna go ahead and just continue to remove any shed hair, which I can just show you guys really quickly. The shed hair that came out after applying it. Not bad. And I usually don't get freaked out when I see shed hair. I used to, but you know, I have learned in my journey that, you know, because you're not combing your hair every day, you know, we lose about 100 strands a day, that on wash day, when you see it all at once, you know, it can be intimidating, but I'm telling you, don't be intimidated by that. It's a normal process. We got to make sure that that shed hair is completely out. But wow, this section is done and detangle. Absolutely amazing. Wow, wow. So I'm going to go ahead and just twist this up. I am in love with this. Wow, that took no time. And I didn't even have to pass a comb through it. My fingers did all the work. Look at that. Amazing, amazing. Spray this section with water just to make sure that my hair is saturated. Make sure to spray a little bit more on the ends. Okay, I'm gonna again move in with the knot sauce. Yo, this is so good, so good. Apply that from roots to end. Definitely focusing on my ends because my ends are just like the driest part on wash day, so I just want to make sure that I'm nurturing that. And then again, I'm just gonna lightly finger detangle, just separate the hair so I can just remove that shed hair. Oh wow, I'm just in love with this detangler. This is really, really good. Why did I wait so long to find this? All right, let me use a little bit more. Just apply that towards the end. Look at that. That's really, really good. Just kind of go through each subsection just to kind of make sure. Again, I'm just trying to remove the shed hair. And this is what this section is looking like. It's looking good. Now, I do have my Tangle Teaser. I'm just gonna lightly brush at the bottom just to really make sure that I've removed all that hair. Oh yeah. Didn't even use a lot. And it did such a great job detangling this section. Love it. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of oil. I forgot to use it in this section, but it's okay. But this is my little oil concoction. I'm just gonna apply that from roots to end. My hair loves oil, so I always incorporate that when I'm pre-pooing, and I love focusing that on my ends. In this bottle, I have olive oil, I have argan oil, avocado oil, rosemary oil, black castor oil, and I believe a little bit of coconut oil. So applying that, hair is feeling good. I don't feel any knots. As you guys can see, I've been gentle with this section, working in that moisture in. Curls are popping, popping. So I'm gonna go ahead again and just twist this section up. Look at that, it's looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just continue this step throughout my entire head, of course. I'll go ahead, fast forward this process, play a little music, but of course, I will be back when I'm done. Alright guys, I am done with pre-pooing. As you guys can see, that went pretty smoothly, and I like to thank the nut sauce from Soultanicals. This is absolutely amazing. I love the moisture that I put back in my hair. It was so easy for me to finger detangle, separate my hair. I always love using oil, always gonna use oil when I pre-poo, but yeah, that went really, really well. I did not use all of it. I think I'm like halfway. So about here or so. So I definitely have another use of this, so I'm super excited about that. But yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take these twists and just put them up here, just kind of clip them up, just like that. Ooh, another thing that I wanted to share with you guys, I wanted to share with you all of my shed hair so you guys can take a look at that. You guys can see that, but that is the hair that I shed. So not too bad. I think that went really well. So I'm actually gonna leave this pre-poo for about an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and get something to eat, and then I will come back to show you my next step, which is shampoo. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I left the pre-poo in for about an hour. As you can see, my hair is still pretty moisturized, pretty hydrated, but I always go ahead and pre-poo before I begin my wash day routine because it just saves me so much time. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Maximum Thermal Protection. This is a purifying cleanser. This is from Uncle Funky's daughter. So it is infused with silk, bamboo, and quinoa to prevent heat damage. This line is more targeted if you're going to go ahead and straighten your hair, but of course I am never going to do that. But I really love how this shampoo smells. It has a really nice minty smell. It's supposed to be really cleansing. So I wanted to go ahead and just go with this shampoo just because, you know, I do moisturize my hair a lot during the week. I do, you know, my scalp massages. So I really wanted to make sure that I am removing all of that buildup. And I'm just gently just massaging my scalp, each section, just kind of make sure that I am removing all of that buildup. I like to go ahead and take my time when it comes to shampooing, and I like to, you know, add water to just kind of create that sud feeling. But usually when I am shampooing, I try to just really make sure that I'm thoroughly massaging that into my scalp, and I'm just kind of removing all of that buildup. So that is what I'm doing here. Okay, so my next step in my wash day routine is to condition my hair. You know, after shampooing, I really do like to add some hydration back into my hair, and I love using the Tresemme Curl Hydrate Conditioner. As you guys can see, I use a lot of conditioner, and I just love how affordable this is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm applying this conditioner just to each section first, and then I'm gonna go under the water so it just kind of penetrates better into my hair strands, and the conditioner is just helping to soften my hair and just make it more manageable. Then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and just unravel each twist just to add more conditioner to each twist, add more water, and do a little bit more of finger detangling just to remove any additional shed hair that I was not able to remove when I was pre-pooing. Again, you know, during this process, I like to use my fingers to see if there are any additional knots, which, you know, again, taking this step, I know it does take me a little bit longer, but taking this step has just been so beneficial because it really does help me prevent breakage when I choose to use my fingers and finger detangle, which in return will help me retain my length, which that is the overall goal. Okay, now that I have conditioned, the next step for me in my wash day routine is to deep condition. I speak highly about the importance of deep conditioning and just overall how much it has really helped transformed my hair over the last 4 years here in my natural hair journey. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually sectioning my hair into 4 sections, and then I'm gonna break those sections into smaller sections so I can go ahead and thoroughly apply my deep conditioner and just really make sure that I am getting every strand is being coated with my deep conditioner. But as you guys can see, I am going to go ahead and just rinse off the conditioner from each section, and then from there I'm going to go ahead and move on with applying my deep conditioner. Okay, so for my deep conditioner, I'm going to use the Algae Renew Deep Conditioning Mask by Camille Rose. This is one of my favorite favorite deep conditioners. I absolutely love just how creamy and moisturizing this deep conditioner is. It has cocoa and mango butter. It's supposed to be really moisturizing while strengthening my strands, and it's just overall helps me prevent my strands from breaking, shedding, as well as any thinning. I've been using this mask for quite a few years. It's become my absolute favorite. So it just always softens my hair, always leaves my hair feeling so soft, so moisturizing. So I'm applying that to each section right now. Next, after applying my deep conditioner to each section, I'm going to go in with the main choice oil. This is the ancient Egyptian oil, the same oil that I use to do my scalp massages. I love using this oil and applying it after I apply my deep conditioner, just for like an extra boost of moisture. And it just really helps soften my hair, just give it more shine, all of that goodness. My hair just seems to love it. So that's why I always incorporate adding oil to my deep conditioner. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue this process. Go in each section, rinse off the conditioner, add my deep conditioner, add some oil, and of course I will come back when I'm done.
Okay, so I went ahead and I deep conditioned for about 35 minutes under the dryer, and let me tell you guys, my hair just came out so incredibly soft. Like, I can feel the softness in my hair, but that deep conditioner gets my hair right every single time. Every time I'm dealing with dryness or my ends are feeling more drier than normal, especially because of the summer and just overall the humidity, the Algae Renew Deep Conditioner always restores that moisture back into my hair. As you guys can see, my hair is feeling pretty moisturized. Okay, so I went ahead and I sectioned my hair into 4. So I'm taking just that first section and I'm just gently rinsing out that deep conditioner, just kind of removing that without disrupting my curls. Just want to make sure that I am rinsing that out thoroughly. And next, I'm going to go in with my leave-in. I do like applying my leave-in while I'm in the shower. It really does make a huge difference. And right now, I am just loving using the Sultanicals Frizz Wiz Curl Defining Leave-In. This is probably one of my favorite leave-ins right now, just because it has so much slip. It's super moisturizing and it just mixes well with a lot of my gel. So the Frizz Wiz is a moisturizing leave-in conditioner. It's also can be used as a detangler and a curl definer, and it's just pretty much designed to smooth the cuticles and enhance thick curly texture hair patterns. So I'm just going to go ahead into each section and apply this before I start doing my wash and go. I am out of the shower. As you guys saw, I went ahead and I applied my leave-in, which makes such a huge difference because my hair tends to dry out very quickly. So I've just learned that by applying my leave-in in the shower, it's just gonna help keep that moisture in my hair. As I go ahead and move on to the next step, which is styling, I'm gonna go ahead and do a wash and go. You guys know I love me doing a wash and go. So I've already applied my leave-in, so I'm not gonna add anything else. I'm gonna go ahead in with my favorite gel from Uncle Funky's daughter. This is their Curly Magic. I always get the best wash and goes. And then to seal in all that moisture, I'm gonna go ahead and use from the Main Choice. This is their Herbal Hair Tonic and Soy Milk Deep Hydration Serum Oil Mist. This is pretty lightweight. I've been kind of using it just to seal in my moisture. So I'm gonna go in with this section right here. It's pretty moisturized and I do have a mirror in front of me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just section this part because this is just too much hair. Kind of want to make sure that I apply the gel evenly, but my hair is pretty moisturized. So I'm going to clip this to the side. I think this is a good amount. Yeah, okay. So first things first is let me go ahead and get my spray bottle.
Okay, so have my spray bottle right here. I don't really need to spray, but I'm just gonna lightly spray with some water. I'm gonna go ahead and take this section and actually clip it up. Just like working in smaller sections because it just kind of helps me style my hair better. So I'm gonna go ahead with my Tangle Teaser and just lightly brush at the ends just to kind of make sure there are no knots, which there shouldn't be, but my hair likes to play itself sometimes. But love that leave-in. Whew, that leave-in has the best slip. Look at that. Boom. Okay, so that section feels pretty good. Don't really have to add anything actually. Got a shed hair right here. But I think I'm just gonna add just a tiny little bit, just a little bit, just to kind of make sure. So I'm gonna make this wash and go last me for, I would say maybe 7-8 days, just kind of depending what I have going on during the week. I know that I'm starting to go back to the office, so I kind of have to get used to that. So annoying. Okay, so this section is pretty good. Now I'm gonna go ahead with the gel. I'm gonna use 2 pumps. I think that's pretty good. It's a nice consistency, so you guys can see. So I'm just gonna rake that through. I love this gel so much. Look how my curls just pop. Getting lots of definition right now. Just gonna make sure I get every strand. Look at that. Bam! That looks really, really good. I'm not gonna finger coil or anything like that. Too tired. I think just raking it is actually doing a pretty good job. So there's really no need for me to finger coil because this gel just always gives me the best definition. So that's looking pretty good right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and now use my oil. I'm just gonna spray some on my hands. I did about 4 pumps. And I'm just gonna apply that from roots to end, making sure that I'm getting my ends and just sealing all of that moisture in. And look at that, looking very, very good. I'm gonna go ahead and just clip this to the side and then just move on to the next section. All right, so I have this section. I'm gonna spray just a little bit of water, not too much. Just kind of make sure that's pretty saturated. I'm gonna add just a little bit of the leave-in, not too much, since I already have it in my hair, but I just kind of want to make sure that my strands are fully moisturized. Definitely focusing that little bit of leave-in to my ends. Ooh, feeling good, looking good. And lastly, my gel. I'm gonna use 2 pumps. I'm just gonna go ahead and just rake that in from roots to end. Oh, this gel does such an amazing job. I just get the best wash and goes. Making sure everything is nice and coated. There are no knots. Look at that. Oh, I already know this wash and go is gonna come out so good. Okay, so apply that. That's looking good. So lastly is my oil. Gonna take about 4 pumps and just apply that from roots to end to just seal in all that moisture. This oil smells very nice. It's a very sweet smell. I love it. It's good. It's really good. And look at that. So let me just show you the section that I clipped prior. So this is what this section is looking like. It's looking pretty good. You can see the definition. Definitely gonna get shrinkage, but in the meantime, let me enjoy this length. But yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just continue this stuff throughout my head. Of course, play some music, fast forward this process, and I will be back when I am done. I am finally done with my wash and go. I am absolutely in love with the way my curls are looking. So much definition. It feels so good. Putting in that leave-in in the shower made such a huge difference because my hair didn't dry up. I went ahead in some sections and I went and I added some more leave-in, but I didn't have to add too much. But as you guys can see, my wash and go is looking really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a combination of air drying and diffusing. It's still pretty early on into the day, so I think just for the afternoon, I'm just gonna go ahead and just air dry, hang around the house, and just kind of let this dry on its own as much as it can. And then later on in the evening, I'll go ahead and diffuse. But I'll definitely come back once it's fully dry so I can go ahead and share with you guys my next step, which is stretching out my curls. So I'll be back. All right, guys, it is the next day for me. As you guys can see, my wash and go is fully dried. It came out looking so good. So I went ahead last night, I just air dry throughout the day, and then I went ahead and I diffused for about an hour. And yeah, this is what my hair is looking like this morning. So I am getting ready to start my work day. So before we can call this wash day routine completely done, the next step that I like to take is I like to stretch my curls just to get a bit of length and also just kind of like shape it to my styling. So I do have a separate video here on my channel showing how I stretch my curls, but of course I will go ahead and share that process with you guys in this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and just section my hair real quick and I will be back. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I sectioned my hair. I'll get to this part, I'll section this part when I get to it, but I do have this piece right here that I'm gonna go ahead and stretch. Again, you know, I love stretching my curls just for some shape and definition. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and use the oil that I used yesterday from the Main Choice. And I'm just going to take 2 pumps and just apply that to help prevent any frizz. So when I do stretch my hair, I like to stretch it out, but cover the ends because I don't want to stretch that. If I were to do so, my hair would get frizzy and my wash and go would be damaged. So I'll just go ahead on low heat. I'll just hit the root right here and just kind of stretch that out just to get some shaping. So I'll go ahead and start this process, and of course I will be back when I'm done. back. I'm finally done. As you guys can see, this is what my wash and hair is looking like. Great first day hair, I will say that. I didn't really have a strong hold. It wasn't like a strong gel cast. But adding that oil before I stretched out my hair definitely helped because I do not have frizz, I have a great amount of volume, and my curls are still defined. So last step, I'm just gonna go ahead and add this hair polish. This is the Glossy from Uncle Funky's daughter. Just to go ahead and just add a little bit of shine. Love how this stuff smells. Sure, get the back. Okay, do a little shake. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my pick just to lift a little bit of my roots, not too much because this is day 1 hair. I'm trying to make this wash and go last me for a full 7 days. So I don't like to go crazy with the picking on day 1 hair because if I do too much of that, by day 3, day 4, it's gonna look like day 7. So, and this took way too long for me to wash again before day 7. So I think that's good. A little bit in the front. Oh yes. Okay, I think that looks really good. Just put this hair behind my ear. Oh, love this combo. This came out so good. I am so excited. I'm having a first great hair day, so that already puts me in a really good mood. All right, guys, that is the end of my video. I really hope that this video was informative. I tried to be as detailed as possible. I really hope that I was able to give you some insights in regards to my wash day routine, how I do my wash and go, and overall how I was able to get these amazing results. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It just helps out my channel so much. Thank you so much once again for tuning in. Always appreciate the love and support. Make sure that you comment, like, share, and subscribe. And of course, I will see you in my next video. Take good care. Bye.